Have you ever noticed something strange? You can go out of your way to be kind. You can speak politely, always smile, always help. You can be honest, trustworthy, and reliable. And yet, somehow, people still ignore you. They interrupt you mid-sentence. They overlook your ideas. They take you lightly. You try harder. You explain more. You apologize unnecessarily. But nothing changes. Then one day, you see someone else walk into the same room. They don't smile as much. They don't over-explain. They don't try to impress. Yet everyone listens. Everyone pays attention. Everyone takes them seriously. And suddenly you're left wondering, why? Why do some people naturally command respect while others have to beg for it? Why does the world seem to favor some voices over others? Here's the secret. It has nothing to do with how loud they are, nothing to do with how confident they act, and definitely nothing to do with fake bravado or showy gestures. It's something far more subtle, something far more powerful, something you can do today, once, and instantly notice the difference in how people treat you. And here's the catch. Most people will ignore it. Most people will never try it. That's why it works so damn effectively. So, if you're ready to finally be seen, finally be heard, and finally be respected, sit back, pay attention, and stay till the end. Because what I'm about to reveal is not motivation. This is pure psychology, and it will change how the world responds to you forever. Let me say this gently, but honestly, people don't treat you based on how kind you are. They don't measure your worth by how polite, honest, or generous you are. They treat you based on how you treat yourself. You could be the most caring, thoughtful, giving person alive. But if your energy screams, please like me, please approve me, please don't leave me out, the world will notice, and the world will respond with disrespect. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't lose respect because they're weak. They lose respect because they over-explain, they overreact, and they overgive. They try to justify themselves, argue their point, or bend over backward to please everyone. And instead of admiration, they get ignored, taken lightly, pushed around. But today that changes. Today you'll see that real respect doesn't come from pleading or explaining. It comes from setting boundaries, owning your space, and staying grounded in your own presence. Once you do that, people stop testing you. They stop interrupting you. They start listening. And for the first time, the world sees you for the person you truly are. Strong, calm, certain. Here it is. Stop explaining yourself once and for all. That's it. No arguing, no justifying, no proving your worth to anyone. Just stop. Because here's the truth. Every time you explain, you send a subtle message. I need you to understand me. I need you to approve me. I need you to like me. And when you do that, people unconsciously take advantage. They interrupt, they dismiss, they overlook your ideas. But the moment you stop, something incredible happens. People start paying attention. They start listening carefully. They start weighing your words differently. Why does this work? Because explanation comes from fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of being misunderstood. Silence, on the other hand, comes from certainty, confidence, inner power, calm authority. When you embrace this one shift, the simple act of not explaining, you change the energy in every conversation. You're no longer a person asking for approval. You become a person who demands respect by just being. And believe me, once you experience this, you'll never go back. Think about this for a moment. Imagine someone questions your decision. Maybe it's at work, maybe it's in your personal life. The old instinct kicks in. You start explaining, justifying, convincing them why you're right. Every word you spill sends a subtle message. I need you to approve this. I need you to agree. I need your validation. And the room responds exactly the way you fear. Your authority shrinks. Your ideas lose weight. People drift away mentally, even if they're physically present. Now, imagine doing something different. You calmly say, "This is what I decided." And then you stop. No explanations, no defense, no extra words. Something magical happens. The room changes. The energy shifts. People start leaning in, subconsciously sensing your calm confidence. Your presence grows without raising your voice. Not because you're rude, not because you're arrogant, but because you're grounded. You've drawn a line, a quiet line that says, I know my worth and I don't need to prove it to you. And the world responds. Slowly at first, then unmistakably. Your words carry weight, your decisions carry power, and people, they finally start treating you differently. Let me be real with you. People test boundaries, whether they realize it or not. It's subconscious, almost instinctive. They interrupt you to see if you'll let it slide. They make jokes at your expense to see if you'll laugh along. They push, prod, and challenge you to see if you'll fold under pressure. Every time you over-explain, over-apologize, or over-justify, you fail the test. You show them that your power isn't grounded, that your confidence is negotiable. Strong people, they don't convince anyone. They don't beg for respect or approval. They declare it. They speak, and the world listens. Not because they're loud, not because they're aggressive, but because their energy communicates one thing. I know who I am. I know my worth. I don't need your permission. When you stop over-explaining and start standing firm, suddenly, the interruptions stop. The jokes lose power. The challenges become smaller, almost meaningless. Respect isn't given, it's tested. And it's won silently, consistently, by those who refuse to negotiate their presence. This is the turning point. Once you see this, you'll realize why people treat you the way they do and how simple it is to change it. Here's what you do instead. The next time someone challenges you, interrupts you, or questions your decision, pause. Breathe. Say less. That's it. Nothing more. Most people instinctively panic. They scramble to explain themselves, justify every word, clarify every thought. No, let me explain what I meant was, I understand your view, and then silence. That silence is powerful, dangerous even. It forces the other person to confront the gap they can't fill. It forces them to adjust, rethink, and even second-guess themselves. Whoever breaks the silence first loses power. Whoever rushes to fill the space shows uncertainty. Whoever tries to explain their point is subconsciously seeking approval. By staying calm, quiet, and grounded, you send a loud message. I am confident in my words. I am confident in my decisions. I don't need your validation. Silence is not weakness. It is authority. It is confidence. It is the unspoken force that shifts the energy in every conversation, every meeting, every interaction. Master this one technique, and you'll notice people stop testing you. They start listening, they start respecting, and they start treating you differently instantly. Here's why this works. Confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need to scream, over-explain, or justify itself. Real confidence is calm. It's comfortable being misunderstood. It's okay when people misinterpret your intentions, question your choices, or doubt your decisions. People who command respect don't chase clarity. They don't bend over backward to prove themselves. They don't beg for validation. Instead, they trust their presence. They know that presence is far more powerful than words. It's something felt before a single sentence is spoken. It's in the way you stand. It's in the way you breathe. It's in the energy you carry into a room. And here's the magic. When you trust your presence, others instinctively respect it. They notice your calm. They feel your authority. They pause before challenging you. They listen before responding. This is why stopping the over-explaining, the apologizing, the justifying works. Because confidence isn't about being understood. It's about being grounded, being certain, and being unshakable. Once you embrace this, the way people treat you changes immediately, subtly, quietly, but unmistakably. Let me warn you, the first time you try this, the first time you stop over-explaining, stop justifying, stop begging for approval, it will feel wrong. Your mind will scream at you, explain yourself, fix this, don't look rude. People will think you're arrogant. That voice, ignore it. That voice is the old you, the version of you that survived by pleasing, by bending, adjusting, and constantly seeking approval, by saying yes when you wanted to say no, by over-explaining to avoid conflict or discomfort. That version of you is safe, familiar, but it's also powerless. Now you're evolving. You're stepping into a version of yourself that commands respect naturally. You're learning to be comfortable in silence, in pause, in grounded certainty. You're discovering that power isn't loud, it's calm. It's not in convincing others, it's in trusting yourself. And here's the truth. Discomfort is part of the process. The first few times, people will be surprised. Some may even push back. That's okay. That's how growth feels. Stick with it. Because the moment you embrace that discomfort, the way people treat you and the way you feel about yourself will start to change forever. Here's what you'll notice once you truly commit to this change. People stop interrupting you. Conversations slow down around you. They pause before speaking, weighing their words more carefully. People stop assuming your intentions. Instead of jumping to conclusions, they ask. They seek clarity rather than making judgments. The energy in the room shifts. The tone of interactions changes. Even those who were once dismissive or skeptical start approaching you differently. Not because you demanded respect, not because you forced it, not because you raised your voice or proved a point. It happens because you embodied it. You stopped chasing approval. You stopped justifying yourself. You stopped over-explaining. Your calm certainty communicates something far louder than words ever could. I know my worth. I trust my decisions. I am grounded. When you carry that energy, respect follows naturally. It's quiet, but unmistakable. People sense it, respond to it, and adjust to it. This is the point where your presence becomes your power. And once you reach this stage, the way people treat you will never be the same again. Here's the final truth you need to understand. Respect is never requested. You don't earn it by pleading, explaining, or convincing. You don't earn it by being louder, flashier, or trying harder. Respect is reflected. It mirrors your inner posture, the way you carry yourself, the way you honor your own presence, the way you command your own energy. The world responds to what you project inward first. If you are calm, grounded, and certain, the world adapts. If you are desperate, fearful, or needy, the world tests you, pushes you, and dismisses you. Stand still, speak less, mean more. Your words will carry weight because your presence carries authority. Your silence will speak louder than your explanations ever could. Do this once, just once, and notice the shift. People will treat you differently. They will listen. They will respect. They will pause before challenging you. And the most important shift, you will see yourself differently, more confident, more grounded, more unshakable. Do this once, and nothing ever stays the same. If this message hit you, if something in this video made you pause, made you reflect, made you realize how much power you've been giving away without even knowing it, Don't explain it to anyone. Don't try to justify why you watched it. Don't overthink whether someone else will understand it. Don't seek validation for what you've just learned. Just practice it. Start small. Start today. The next time someone interrupts you, pauses before you finish, or questions your decision, pause, breathe, say less, and feel the difference. Notice how the energy changes. Notice how people lean in. Notice how respect, quiet and undeniable, starts to show itself in the way others treat you. And if you already felt that shift while watching this video, don't hold it in. Comment, "I choose silence," below. Let the community see who's taking control of their presence, who's stepping into their power. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because the next video will take this even deeper, showing you how to take the power you've just discovered and turn it into lasting confidence, authority, and influence in every part of your life. This is not just another motivational tip. This is a practical shift that changes how the world sees you. It's subtle, it's quiet, but it's unstoppable. So start today. Stop explaining. Trust yourself. Command your presence. And watch as everything, the way people treat you, the way they listen, the way they respond, begins to change forever.